The 11 a.m. service for the Bearded Veteran Creates livestream is approaching the platform. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Here we are.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, and good evening, John.
Good evening, and morning.
John looks very lonely down there.
No, and see, I was going to sing, man. I told you I would sing all through this episode.
Doing that to me.
And then you said the word.
Yeah.
Meh. General Melchett. Oh, cannot complain. Cannot complain.
You could, but
yeah.
nobody will listen.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
what have you two been up to this week?
Well, I am going to switch my camera and show you what I've been doing this week.
Hey, it's upside down. Am I joking?
Hang on. No, it's not. It's
the map. Yeah. It's just camera angle, that's all.
Yeah. So I've been playing with my 3D printer. And as you know, last week I was doing the M109 Paladin. That's finished.
Yeah.
And we'll be going to a stand near you in the next 48 hours. Then I printed out this excavator.
Excellent.
And decided, I'm going to put it on a diorama. Now, you know, Mikey, that I'm a bit bad for dioramas because I have all the ideas and never see them through. So what I've done is I've taken a bit of foam, cut a hole in it, stuck an unexploded bomb in it, which does come out. It's just there to show the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have a little scene where Fred here with his digger has just uncovered an unexploded bomb.
Cool. You're going to put some debris around the outside.
Yeah. I've got all that to do. Yeah, I only sprayed that yesterday, so that's all got to be done. And then I printed a Valentine 1/72 Valentine bridge layer.
That looks very cool.
Which is it's just been print and cured, and I'm just cleaning it up at the moment. But then I thought, I'll do a diorama for that as well.
Ooh, I've started something, haven't I?
Well, it's always something I've wanted to do, dioramas, but I don't have the imagination, or I thought I didn't have the imagination. But doing these little 1/72 3D prints is sort of.
I think that's the thing with dioramas is getting over the fear of doing a huge diorama.
This is it. Yeah,
a lot of space.
I don't have a lot of space, so yeah, this is a nice little size. You know, it's what.
Very good.
Just short 15 centimeters across. So,
yeah,
that's good. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing this week.
Excellent. Well done. And what's the other one been doing?
Well, I've been out with two of the girls today. Lots of shopping and basically just sipping on coffees, waiting for them to finish where they were going to, and then
that's the best one, shopping.
That was all right. And then, well, this is the Tempest 2, the Edward Tempest 2 from Edward. Coming along nicely. Fuselages together. The two undercarriage bays are complete. There's about, I don't know, 20 pieces each in those. And next step will be, well, they'll all sort of fit together, and this will obviously go onto there. But it's a lovely kit, and the fit will be very nice indeed
Yeah.
because it's Edward. So
Yeah.
that's coming along nicely. That's me, really.
Bloody
Come
hell,
back
it's not
to well, I'll come back to what else is happening with the train shortly. But let's go to Mikey.
So, me, I've had my hair cut. Ready for the weekend. We were misses. I have been working on my Dothraki horseman thing from Malcolm. So I decided to use UV resin to make him look like he's running through water.
It's not what I thought he was doing.
Haha.
He's charging to find Khaleesi.
If I focus on... where's it going? There's it going. There you go.
Cool.
Right.
Focus, you stupid poxy thing.
Oh, that's
There you go.
nice. That's nice.
Yeah. It has just a normal plastic base. But I painted the base blue and put UV resin on it.
Nice.
Put some Vallejo water gel effects.
Cool.
So you built a surround to fill up the resin. What did you do that with? Build the walls,
I just stuck some masking tape around the outside.
and that was enough.
As long as
Nice.
as long as it's pressed against the rim properly, it's fine.
That's what
Um,
she said.
I just need to polish up the outside a little bit and set it a bit more with the UV resin torch.
Lovely.
Yes.
Lots of resin being thrown about this week.
Yes. I've grown to quite like using UV resin.
Cool.
It's quite a fun
Cool.
thing to do.
Ah,
So, whilst
me out coffee already.
masking tape off just before we went live, so I'm just going to sit there and hold the UV torch on that bit just to make sure it's sealed properly. Yeah. So it's the last episode of Battle of Britain Locomotive,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
means I've got to work on a new intro when we
Yeah.
get back from Salford.
Yeah, as well as going to that place John doesn't
Yeah.
want us to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
He's just jealous.
Ah,
The one that Paul's going
Jealous
to.
that Paul gets to meet us and he doesn't.
yeah. Yeah. That place.
Yes. Yeah, busy weekend this weekend, isn't it, Mikey?
Yes, lots of beer. I mean,
Yeah, there will be touch wood, there will be out
yeah.
suitable refreshments. Other refreshments are available.
Yes. But realised the other night that literally less than 100 metres away from the hotel me and the wife staying at, there's, on the same strip of road, there's a Domino's, a Papa John's, and a Pizza Express.
Ah, yes. No, I know where you are. I know exactly where you are now because Kerry Ann used to live behind those
There we go.
till she moved to where she is now. So
Yeah.
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about Telford for now. And I'm sure we'll revisit it during the course of this.
Oh, we've got to wind up John. I've got to keep reminding him that we're going to be meeting Paul, and he's not going to be meeting us.
Gary,
Because that's what friends do.
Yes.
We'll be meeting Gary Evans again. And
Yes. The only difference is, John, we don't fanboy over him because we treat him as a mate. You treat him like some teenage girl going
Carry you back, Mr. Evans. Carry you back.
You treat him like some teenage girl going to a Justin Bieber concert.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Can I cup your bollocks, Mr. Evans? No. No. Not again.
Well, less than 10 minutes in, he's already gone.
Yeah, but we're outside of the 30 seconds, so we're all right.
Yeah, we've just already
Right.
gone down to that level.
I'm going to change my camera.
Oh, which one are you getting?
I'll do the same.
Yeah.
Ooh, needs to do some.
Whilst you two do that,
Ding.
I'll go through the comments.
Right.
You do
Paul Marley says, "Well played, Duke. Hello, all from Telford, Victoria.
that.
We'll see
I
you on
did-
Saturday, Paul."
Yeah, I did check today. He must have left his phone behind because it was showing him in Melbourne.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want his missus to trace him, does she?
He's got a burner phone, you see.
You have his spare number. Duke says, "Thanks, Paul. I look forward to all the pictures of you at Telford." Ha ha.
Yeah.
Red Smalls Hero says, "Morning, all." Tiffany says, "I'll be on StreamYard as soon as I can. Just got someone here from housing."
Housing.
Gary said,
It was
"No
still
worries."
out on the van.
Gary said, "Lonely. I'm so lonely. I will
Oh,
not
you
sing
tried-
this, and neither will Gary." And Gary says, "It's a song. I'm not really." He says, "Just the only one of the team here at Themo.
Yeah, my space button was obviously playing up.
Finally, you got mad from the loneliness. I've forgotten how to spell." Jimmy said, "Ninth comment, hurrah! Small things, please, small minds. They have to." On the Facebook page, Julian, I posted a YouTube video that's all about Welsh DNA and Welsh ancestry. You might find interesting. I posted it this morning. Oh, I shared it this morning. Ian Ellison says, "Hello, Paul, Duke, FOM4H, and Tiffany." Oh,
Hello, Ian.
for you to the moon. I love you, really. Julian says, "Good morning, Paul, Duke, Tiff, FOM4H." God damn it. Today, Julian and Ian. It's me and John that chopped liver today.
Right, liver.
Yeah. Ian says, "Oh, hello, Julian, too. Must have been typing at the same time." Julian says, "Hi, Ian."
No one see that. Hey!
Hey!
Finally, we're acknowledged. We needed that so
Delighted.
much. We needed your acknowledgements and approval so much. Duke says, "Good day, Gary, Mike, John, and Tiff." Jim says, "Ditto Ian regarding the typing thing." Jim says, "Good and tag to all the usual suspects." Hello, Jim.
Good morning.
And Jim says, "Good morning, Modmin." Of course. And Ian says, "Kettle's on."
Oh,
Yay.
good, because I've just emptied my special needs cup. So
I'm going to get you a ammo pouch flask for Christmas so that you can fill it up when you make your brew in the morning, and then you can just leave it at the end of your desk so you can keep topping up.
Yeah.
Seriously, they are brilliant.
Cool.
Ivan says, "Good morning to all and welcome to the Pleasure Dome."
Ooh, Frankie.
Mrs. Hello, Ivan.
Hope you're well,
Thank
Ivan.
you for lovely comments the other day as well. Gary didn't see it because he doesn't care.
What? What?
Ivan left a really lovely comment saying about how much the Bearded Veteran Creates live streams have helped with his mental health and stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
brilliant. I'm pleased.
Julian says, "Morning, Ivan." Jim says, "Hello, chef." Ian says, "Guten Tag, Jim." Ian says, "Hello, Ivan." Julian says, "Morning, Jim." Ivan says, "Julian, matey, hi." Duke, "Good day, Jim and Ivan." Ivan, "Jim, good morning." Julian, "Morning, Mikey, Gary, and John." Hey! We get it done. Ivan says, "Panel, hi." Hello, Ivan. Ivan says, "Duke, hi, mate." Duke says, "Have you forgotten to press the button twice again, Mikey?" No, we are here.
No, we're live.
As far as I know, we are. Anyway, if not, we've just
Says
waited.
live. Says live at 15 minutes. So
Yeah. Tiff says, "Made it just as the intro was playing." Woohoo!
well, if we weren't live, Tiff would have said something by now. So
Yeah. Ivan says, hi, Ian. Mikey, thank you for saving us from the Gary singing. Oopsie, was that out loud?
You've been talking to Mick Wilson.
Ivan says, looking good, Gary, sir.
Thank you.
Duke, don't worry about the last comment, Mikey. YouTube didn't start mine. No, it didn't. Kieran says, morning, all.
Morning, Kieran.
Boy.
Julian, Gary, your screen is mirrored. StreamYard screw up or a user error looks at Mikey. No, I can't control that. Gary has the same cameras as me. And we have, with our cameras, we have remotes where we can flip and mirror things. So we go, boop.
I've just done it.
There you go. And because mine's because mine is on a boom arm at the back of my desk, it means I can angle mine properly and things. Whereas Gary's got his sort of blue tack to the shelf. It's a little bit more difficult.
6-inch nail.
Ivan says, hi, Kieran. Julian, hi, Kieran. Kieran, hi, Ivan and Julian. Jim, thank you, Mr. Marley, for telling us that from Edward.
Oh, you saw that. Oh, I was hoping to get away with it.
No, you haven't.
Oh, brilliant. Alison. Ian says, hi, Kieran. Oh, hello, Kieran. Tiffany, Dothraki rider, Mikey. Look, it's a bloody guy sat on a horse firing a bow with no string, right?
That's all that matters. See,
he doesn't even have a string on his bow. Whereas we have many strings to our bows, don't we, gentlemen?
I have lots of strings, but no bow.
Kieran says, I was being nice and giving you a compliment. Kieran says, hi, Ian. Ivan says, I have just started the Tamir 148 Dan Buster Lancaster build. Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Make sure you share some pictures in the Discord. We want to see your progress.
Yeah.
Ivan, Tiff Sausage High. That sounds like a random collection of words, doesn't it? Tiff Sausage High.
Tiff Sausage High.
Sounds like
Tiff Sausage High.
Tiff's high on sausages.
I think we better move on.
Yes.
Moving on.
Hello, Ivan. And wow, I've been thinking of getting one myself.
For Tiffany, sure.
You can't have ours.
Tiffany says, and hello to everyone else. Please do hit that like button. Yes, please do. It does help.
Like and
And
subscribe.
it is making a difference. In fact, it's making so much of a difference. We're only 19 subscribers away from the 500 now. Duke says, good day, Kieran. Ian says, oh yeah, Tiff. Done. There you go. Kieran, hi, Duke. Jim says, like button liked. Very good. He also says, that's not Peter as I know it. Okay. Ivan says, tis a very nice kit. I'm going to put the blockbuster bomb on my build. Cool. Julian, Ivan, which one, the 5 or the 10 tonner? That's a bit personal, isn't it? Ivan says the 10, Julian. Graham, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Graham.
Morning, Graham.
Hello, Graham. Harry, what are you doing?
Roughing up my surface for now.
Ivan, it comes with both options, the upkeep or the blockbuster.
Okay.
Talking of Lancasters and, well, bombs and bouncing bombs, one of our volunteers, he's a new volunteer for us, Steve Paul. He has 3D printed the bouncing bomb used on the Mosquito.
Oh, he has, hasn't he?
Complete with all its work, the highball. I couldn't think of the word. Complete with all the mechanism for it. That was for the Mosquito, plus the big cannon that they put underneath the Mosquito for anti-tank purposes.
Yes.
And he is displaying them on the Models for Heroes or Friends of Models for Heroes table, whichever one's got room. at Telford this weekend.
Fantastic.
And it's all his own work. He's designed it and printed it, and it
Nice.
looks amazing.
It looks extraordinary. Yes, absolutely.
And
Ivan,
it's in
hi.
1/24 scale.
Ivan, hi, Graham. John, are you going to be taking the fish plates off?
Do I?
The fish plates.
Oh, these
off,
things at the end.
They
Do they
pull
come
off.
off? Do they?
Yeah, I had to use a pair of pliers to get mine off, but
They're
Okay.
protecting the tracks.
there you go. Bit of roughage.
Right.
Julian,
Sure. I didn't know they came off. I've never done a train before, but okay.
Yeah,
you
they're
can
quite
just pull off.
snug.
Yeah. Julian, Lonely reminds me of King John. What? King John
Yeah, yeah. Will,
Sing.
please.
Sorry.
I can't sing.
I
Oh,
saw
the thing, you get-
lonely.
No, John,
Ah,
no, you get told off.
Graham,
Yeah.
hi, Ian and Ivan.
Hey, hey.
Jim, I beg your pardon. A very big good morning to our three gracious hosts, and I should think so too.
Very good morning to you, Jim.
Ivan says it's a lot cheaper than the HK models one and the border models one, and just as good. There we go.
How's the Windy City, Jim?
Jim, Ivan, I will post the latest progress on my Tiger on Discord later today. Good.
Lovely. Like a
Tiffany,
tiger.
Team America. Yes.
Yes.
Graham, and hello to the panel. Hello, Graham.
Hello, Graham.
Ivan, great that, Jim. I'll take a look. Mr. Evans is in. He says, morning, troops. Any complaints? Health to scoff. John
They only
Stockton.
let me have one sausage again at breakfast. One
Apparently Tiff's high on
sausage and one
sausages,
rasher of bacon.
Apparently Tiff's high on sausages, so maybe she can help.
That's probably why I only got one.
June says, that's the one, Tiff. Team America will, please.
Hilarious.
It is.
I don't think I've ever watched it, to be honest.
It's like adult version of Thunderbirds.
I tell you what I did find in Asda yesterday, the DVD of Buster.
Oh, okay. With Phil Collins.
The Phil Collins one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that film, and it was only £2, so I was like, yep, I'm in it.
That's
Graham says,
£2
hi.
less you've got to spend at Telford.
So you love it so much it only took you £2.
Well, that's because it's very hard to find to buy over here.
Yeah.
Ah.
And they don't show it on Netflix or anything, do they?
Nope.
Graham says, hi, Julian, Jim, and Gary. Ian, Julian, I need to watch Team America again. I'm so Ronnery.
Oh.
Ivan, Mr. Evans, good morning, sir. Duke, good day, Gary stuff. Duke, stop fanboying. You're not John. Frank says, good morning, guys. Here's a golden tip for today. Never buy Airfix. Ooh.
Oh, I disagree with that.
As do I.
Controversial.
Disagree
I like
with that.
I dare you to come to Telford and say that to their faces. To their long faces. Tiffany, I know that song off by heart, Ian. Duke, good day, Graham and Frank. Julian is all strings and no bow, like all bubble and no wrap. Yes.
Yeah.
Ivan, I will, Mikey, mate. I have just built the pilot's chair. Nice. Julian, hi, Graham, Frank. Ivan, hi, Frank. Graham, hi, Duke. Jim, Gary stuff, no complaints, sir. Jolly good scoff today, sir. Julian, roughing up my surface. You'll need ointment, Gary. It looks like he's roughing up his surface now.
Hey, I'm shaking my.
Yeah, but your hand's hid behind the comments.
Well, you decided that's where the comments go.
Actually, I don't get saying that.
You decided to block me out. Just saying.
You decided not to turn your camera more towards your wall. If it was, the comments would be where your spray booth night is then.
Hmm.
Never mind, Dave.
You just don't think, do you? Julian says, morning, Gary. Are you joking? You know I love you. Ivan says, did you say, no, I did not, Ivan. Brian says, please can someone persuade him to make those Mozzie files available, please? I'm sure Gary can sweet talk him. Or try to.
Should be at his cost. He shouldn't do it for free. But they look amazing. I would happily pay whatever it costs. Yeah, and Wellington's carried them too.
Well, probably about $700 at least, considering you'd have to buy a 3D printer first, John.
Yeah. Not wrong.
Jay says, Kim Jong-il, bloody smell chucker. Chef says, Ivan rather, says, hi, Bri. Jim, Gary Morris, typical early November weather in the Chicagoland area. Rain, wind, and lots of leaves falling from the numerous oaks and maples. There we go.
Very picturesque, I bet.
Tiffany,
So,
I have some
yes.
sweet chili and pineapple sausages in the fridge ready to cook tonight, or some chorizo ones in the freezer. Ooh.
Sounds all right.
No.
Oh,
Pineapple.
can I just say it looks so funny because all you see is your head bobbing up and down.
It's this obsession people have with putting pineapple on food. It's a fruit.
So is a tomato, but you still have that on pizza. Duke says, I can't help it, Mikey. Mr. Evans is my... I like him just as much as the next bloke. Frank, I bought a Victor B2 handy page some time ago and opened it last week. There is a full sprue missing. Not parts, but a full one. Contacted them, and because I've bought it some time ago, no replacement. Oh, that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Sorry, was that a Victor or Vulcan? Henley Page
Victor.
Victor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. It's your choice. You're the buyer. You buy what you want. I just think every manufacturer releases bad kits. I know Airfix have in the past had issues with quality control and maybe still do, but they are, to me, the
Ducks. Well, they're wouldn't say the only show in town, but if you want to get British Aviation, they're one of the few choices of a Victor. You've got maybe two brands, maybe.
And if I had £1 for every time when I say to members of the public who don't know what I do as a hobby, I make models. If I had £1 for everyone that said, "Oh, you make Airfix kits," I'd have a lot of money.
There you go, Gary. We can see you now.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I will.
Gary John Loft stayed lonely at the bottom.
I will. I will also say, Airfix are a big supporter of Models for Heroes, so I may be a little bit biased.
Yeah, well, like I said before, I don't particularly have a problem with Airfix. They just don't make anything I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Evans, calm down, John, says maybe talk to the shop where you got it. That's who your contract of sale is with. How long ago did you get it? Frank says, yes, all manufacturers have bad kits, but why wouldn't they replace the missing sprue? I offered to pay for it and the postage.
Don't forget, though, some years ago, Airfix lost all their
molds and stuff.
All their molds, so they might not have the sprues the molds anymore to make the.
Yeah, well, they might not have any spare sprues either. Then what? Oh, Frank, Hi, Jim. Are you moving over here to the UK now? You people have. We're not going down that road.
No, we're not mentioning that.
No, even I was going to stay away from that topic today, uncharacteristically.
Jim says the thought has crossed his mind. There we go. We'll leave it at that. Frank says, I bought it from Airfix themselves. Ah, okay. Oh, could be why. Kieran says, generally, I think there's a 30-day fault return. If it's longer than that, then you were right. Yes. Julian Hall says, according to James Holland in Dam Busters, the Royal Navy showed the first interest in Barnes Wallis invention by attacking the Tirpitz with mozzies when torpedo nets defended it. Yeah. And then he used his other invention, Tallboy, to finish the job. Do the job in the end. Next. Kieran, whatever you buy, it pays to check it's within the 30-day limit. Indeed, it does. Sonic says, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah, that's political. We're not going into that. Ivan says, hi, Sonic, mate. Tiffany says, okay, no more political talk. We'll leave it at that. Yes, please do. Gary says, Frank, then if it was within, say, the last year, you'd have a good case to enforce this. Give them all the information they ask for, and they should provide a replacement. And
mind you, the kit's about 10 years old, so they will release it sometime soon with a new decal scheme. And I would wait out for that because it would be readily available then. So don't dispose of your kit. And yeah, I reckon you'd be able to get one.
Duke says, good day, Sonic. Ivan, I think Airfix are usually good when it comes to spares. Yeah, they're usually not too bad, from what I've heard. Julian, I'll do Sonic. Jim, visit the latest We Have Ways podcast. Very interesting topic discussed. Very pertinent for me.
Oh, okay. I'll look that up.
Which one was that? The latest one?
Yes. Right. I, meaning me, need to paint this track. I've already primed the track. So,
to explain what I'm doing, so this is a bit of high density foam board. I'll try to keep it brief.
Yeah. I'm only joking. Go on. Don't be a princess about it.
Shut up.
It's not fanboying.
So, at least my hands are on the desk. So anyway, so it's an earthy colour. What I'm going to do eventually is use a bit of this stuff and this stuff to make it green besides the tracks. And I bought some fine light grey ballast to sort of like put in between the sleepers. I don't think they call them sleepers in the States. I think they call them something else. Maybe Jim can help.
Yeah.
Do you call them sleepers in the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So and then so with the dirt colours, I've got rusty colours. So light rust, and there's a yellowish rust, and a little bit of red and stuff like that, all going into the sides of the brass tracks to make them look aged and rusty, and then just wipe off the top again. So I'm just doing a couple of different swatches of colour to get a bit of colour variation there. Next step is a wash over all the sleepers with a lighter grey sort of colour, not a blue grey, but a very ghost grey sort of thing, or that sort of thing. As aged wood, and then I could start on the ballast, which I've never done before. So I'm keen to see how it all turns out.
I've got the grey ballast. Oh, yeah, I just remember, John, we invented the English language.
Sounds to me, John, like you're on the right track.
You also invented locomotion, so yeah, there's that. So yeah, well played, both English and the Welsh.
We've got Gaelic as well.
You? Oh, to each their own, I guess.
Yeah. Don't be one of those people, John.
Righto. Can't talk about politics.
Talking of languages, I used to serve with a guy who was also an instructor with me. He was Welsh, and he said he was proficient in 3 languages: English, Welsh, and bollocks.
Yes. Rust. There we go. Sonic says, "Shut the fuck up, John." I was actually working on designs for that the other day.
I have no doubt.
Tiffany says, "Hello, Sonic." Paul says, "Hello, my cyber buddies. It looks like you're all on track."
I
Yay!
see. That's where Gary got it from. Oh,
Julian says, "What in the UK are sleepers? Are railroad ties in America?" There we go.
Oh, okay. Right. Ties.
Sonic says, "Hey Tiff, kissy kissy." Jim says, "Don't quit your day job, kid." To Paul. And he says, "Julian, quite right, mate." Sonic, Tiff says, "Sonic's proficient in bollocks." Paul says, "What's the red for, John? Blood on the tracks."
Great album.
Julian, oh good grief, Paul. Mikey, can you block on YouTube? Laugh out loud. No, but I can hide and put into the void. Frank says, "What gauge is that track? HO? HO00. Because
I thought, what gauge is that track? Ho.
Tracko is
HO00 are both the same size.
I'm going to go and change my water. It's a little bit on the
red
the
side.
dysentery side.
Oh no, that's your wine.
No.
Yes. HO00 are both the same gauge, which is 16 mil. It's the bodies that are different size on HO00. Ivan says, "Hi, Paul." Sonic says, "The language of gibberish, to be precise, my dear." Julian, that's not nice calling the panel hose. Oh, the scale HO. Sonic, red tracks, trains must be running periodically.
Oh, they like money.
Have you heard? Did you hear what Sonic's?
No, but I bet it was
Red
rude.
track. Yeah, red tracks, trains must be running periodically.
Tiff, have a word.
Yeah. Jim says, "Julian, yeah." Ian says, "Oh God, Sonic." And he says, laughing my ass off. Julian says, "I'm fluent in 3 languages: English, gibberish, and profanity."
Good point. Good point. Always
I
forgot
speak
about
Veteranese.
Veteranese.
I is back.
Yes. Oh, okay. Nice to know. Couldn't you give us an extra 5 minutes, could you? Be quite quiet. Jim says, "Very good, Sonic." The postie's teasing me now. He's parked up outside ours, but he's gone to next door.
Jeez. How many deliveries do you get a week?
I'm not expecting any, but you know.
More money off the
Sometimes
Telford
people-
shop budget.
Nope.
Do 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 do.
That money is ring fenced.
I do like the smell of Model Air.
Jim says Veteranese.
Veteranese, yes.
Yeah, he says Veteranese is a dialect of all three languages. Yeah, pretty much.
Because if you're ex-Navy, you've also got Jack speak.
Who's that?
Hey?
I was going to say, who you calling ex-Navy?
No, I
Let's
said
see, who are you
the
calling
Navy lads have Jack speak, don't they?
Navy's Benjanese, isn't it? Benjanese and brace yourself.
See, now's your turn.
Sonic says Jockanese.
Yuck.
You started off, and we weren't even 10 minutes in.
Well, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. Make up your own mind. Bum, 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 bum. Now,
41 minutes in already.
I know. But I have got a base coat on me. Stand by while I change camera. I've got a base coat now on my base, funnily enough.
on your base.
It's all about the.
Very good.
No trouble.
I'm focusing on painting the tracks today. Oh, yes, it's a lovely shade of chocolate.
Yeah, well, it's just the base, isn't it? So there's going to be something over that. And that is
It wasn't a criticism. I like chocolate.
one of my new favourite paints, despite the fact the first time I used them, I thought they were crap. But that was me and not them. That's Model Air
Is that
US.
the label? I remember you saying you didn't like them.
And they smell absolutely lovely. It's really floral.
Hmm.
God knows what
Like
I've
all
just,
good carcinogens.
God knows what I've just ingested.
The sniffing paint
That
is
lovely
something you
new
want to
car smell is all the cancerous adhesives you can smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let that dry now. I've repaired my tender. I dropped it last week, and one of the steps broke off.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was a clean break, and it's now been repaired. So my train is back to full capacity.
Hey, Gary, what's the train driver's favourite song?
Oh God, here we go.
I can't sing.
Love Me Tender.
Oh,
Thank you very much. Cheeseburger.
speaking of cheeseburgers, there's a fascinating series on SBS if you're Australian. It's called, I think, Fast History. And it's about, as the name suggests, a history of the different fast foods in America. And it's actually really well done. And they're only about 20 minutes long each, or 22 or something. And it's funny and informative. Learning all new things, like American menus and stuff. Nice.
Like
Fat.
grits.
Processed food, chlorine.
Yeah, grits. What are grits?
Yeah.
Well, no, because
What would we call grits?
just shit, I think.
Potato.
I have tried grits once. I wasn't overly impressed, but then again, if they tried... Oh, she did. We gave her Vegemite. She hated it.
Well, it's like Marmite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Righto. Okay.
I watched an Isaac Butterfield video the other day. And
Isaac who, sorry?
Isaac Butterfield. He's an Australian comedian.
Ugh, okay.
And he did a YouTube video talking about taking the mick out of racism towards Australians. Well, sort of xenophobia towards Australians. Because people keep taking the mick out of them because they can't say the word no properly.
Oh, what do you mean? We say no.
Yeah,
Oh,
because they say it with an R on the end.
Nah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nah.
I might put my track on at an angle.
Ooh,
Ooh,
jaunty.
he's getting all artistic.
Tiff, you're going to get me in trouble.
I get you,
It's all about the
Chooch.
bass. No
Thing is,
trouble.
It's you're the one that's going to give me the rollicking. So you're drumming up your own trade there. Yeah, I might put it on diagonally. A bit of what do they call it? What's the official diorama type word for it?
Pretension.
Yeah.
Pretense.
give me a second. I've just got a phone call to take.
Okay.
All right.
That's Mr. Skiffen
George
saying you
says,
can't
Mikey.
put your track crooked.
Julian says, Mikey's probably heard of Wenglish. Yeah. John finally gets the penny dropped. Speaking of penny, there's nobody giving her alarm call today. Sonic says, the locomotion. There's just so many songs that lend themselves to trains.
Well, you know, it's either that or politics. So, I mean, what can I say?
Yeah, so we don't need to do that. Jim says, Vallejo Model Air is great for brush painting out of the bottle. Requires thinning for airbrush. Their model colour line is thick as crude oil. I use them. They're fine.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why people find them so difficult to use.
No, just like the Model Air and Panzer Aces and stuff, squeeze it out onto a bit of cardboard, straight on.
Yeah.
And this is taking no time at all.
Yeah, it just needs a bit of thinning, that's it. Just stick a bit of water in it, it's fine.
Oh, we could all do with a bit of thinning.
Well, speak for yourself. I'm happy with the body I have, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It may be fat, it may be hairy, but it's mine.
Sorry, I came off the phone there and I don't believe the words I heard. It may be fat, it may be hairy, but it's mine.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't sound the best, does it?
We're talking about my body. He said we could all do with a bit of slimming down. That's just speak for yourself.
Look, I've said this before, and I've said this to the doctor as well. I'd rather be fat and happy than thin and miserable.
Oh.
That didn't go down well.
That's true, though.
Oh, no, I need to grab a thing. Just back in a moment.
Julian says, oh, for Tiff, Sonic points to the naughty corner. Oh, Modders has been put in the naughty corner. That makes a change. Sonic says, are these train jokes crossing the line?
I don't get the point.
I just randomly just threw my paintbrush at myself. Weird. Jim says, Julian, there are many that speak Spanglish or Spanglish in America.
Yeah. Uno, Biro, por favoro.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. I have to have a mint. A mint imperial because I can't have coffee.
Frank says even the toughest train engine needs a break to let off steam. Very true. Very good. See, this is what we've been missing for this series.
These train jokes are running away with us now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That wasn't a very good one.
It's all right.
So you're talking about being thin and happy fat and happy rather than thin and miserable.
Yeah.
I saw this in the shop, and there's a bit of a conundrum for me. So this is Woofing Good, the small print. It's a vegetarian ear. So it's like
an ear off of a vegetarian.
It's an artificial dog treat, right? Okay, so if you're a vegetarian to the point that you're going to feed your dog nothing but vegan food, wouldn't you be appalled that a dog is eating a pig's ear? Why would they shape something artificial like a pig's ear? The whole thing just baffles me. Now,
Well,
Yeah.
I just
Don't
think
be-
there's a few vegetarians walking around in Australia that haven't got ears anymore. I think that's what they mean by that.
oh,
Yeah.
no.
See, there's a strange quirk in English or British law regarding vegan and vegetarian products, and that says
Okay.
that it can be classed as you can put vegan or vegetarian friendly on the packaging so long as it doesn't the use of the product doesn't cause the person to consume any animal products. So, if you don't eat it, everything is in law, in UK law. If you don't eat it, then technically it's vegetarian or vegan friendly.
Right.
2 seconds.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, again, I find it just a little bit baffling that, if you're a vegan, why force it on your pet when pets are notoriously dogs eat
Oh,
meat, cats eat
carnivores.
meat,
Dogs
yeah, or
like
meat
us
flavored products.
are carnivores.
Hmm.
And my wife has to. My wife has to has to eat a lot of vegan products because she's got intolerances. But that's
Hmm.
and
Well,
she
if I ate vegan products, I'd be intolerant too.
whenever we're in a restaurant or a pub or something, we're having a meal out. She says, "Oh, have you got a vegan menu?" I'm not vegan. I just have intolerances to. She always clarifies the fact that she's not actually a vegan.
Well, if she was vegan, she'd wear a hat saying "I'm vegan," wouldn't she? I mean, it's just almost like, they'll tell you regardless when you want to hear it or not.
Yeah. It's like my Marion's cousin's a chef, and in a pub in Market Drayton, and they used to do Sunday carveries, and they used to have a vegetarian option and all that sort of thing, and vegan options and all that. And then people had come up and said, because it was like help yourself, or it said, or some of it was served to them, and the vegans would come up and say, "Oh, can I have some roast potatoes?" And David would say to them, "But you do realise they're cooked in fat." "Oh yeah, that doesn't matter."
Yeah, well, sort of does. Well.
Sonic says the wheels on a replacement bus go round and round.
They do.
All day long, I hear.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I can tell you what it is, Gary. I can tell you now what it is. The new Airfix release tomorrow is my 148th Wessex helicopter.
Oh.
So I will tell you now.
I find it interesting that they're even hiding it from their affiliates.
Well, they came unstuck a couple of years ago with the Vulcan, didn't they?
They've been coming unstuck.
They were going to announce the Vulcan at Telford, and it got leaked.
Oh, did it?
3 days before. So last year, I don't think there was a big release as such, because as in a new tool. This is what it's going to be. It won't be on sale for 6 months, but this is what it's going to be. They just did the 172nd 410 on the Friday. They released it on the Friday, and the stocks were there to buy on the Saturday. I built that. That's really nice kit.
Jim says, "Lol, Sonic."
Yeah, that's another kit that I still haven't seen in Australia. Like, we are literally a year behind. As I said the other day, the Australian distributor for Airfix needs an uppercut, or to lose a contract.
But isn't that one of your favourite model shops?
No, different shop.
Yeah, that's why.
This is no, it's not that. It's just like this place. Like, we shouldn't be waiting a full-on year in the day and age when they can put things on a ship and or a plane. It'll take no more than a month. Why are we waiting? Like, we're waiting on kits that were released a year and a half ago. Like, as I said, I've never seen the Bond bug here.
Maybe they just decided that they don't want you to have it. Maybe they watched YouTube and went, "We're going to make sure that little Australian git never gets his hands on one."
That's probably it.
But then again, it does work the other way, doesn't it, John? There's a lot of kits that are only that are only released by the Japanese companies for the Asian market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it does sort of work both ways. I don't understand why they, these people are in.
Hang on. Are you calling the Australians Asians?
No, that
Well, we are because we're in
Oceania.
Southeast Asia.
Oceania, then.
Australia is a continent. It's its own continent.
Oceania. So you do get.
You get people who disagree with that. I'm not one of them.
Well,
But, I've heard people say, "Oh, it's not a continent." And,
well,
okay.
I apologise if I've offended, but there you go.
No, you have not.
It's on its own continental plate, so
I know that there's a lot of kits released in just Japan and that part of the world, that don't come this way unless you can go on AliExpress.
Ooh. On what? Sorry?
AliExpress.
Ah, I've heard of her. Apparently, she really goes right off.
I don't know why I'm whispering. Marion's not in the house. She's at a cardiologist appointment. So,
God
damn it. Jim says,
Boom,
I do indeed in a wee bit of water regarding Vallejo, Michael. My previous comments was merely observation.
Are we talking Model Air?
Vallejo, yes.
Yeah.
Model Air, actually, I find needs a lot less thinning.
I made the mistake of when I was doing my Suma. I thinned. It doesn't show up very well on camera. Well, it does actually, right? I did thin the paint. How can this is the same paint? This is not two different shades of paint. How can that happen? The hull.
What?
It's the same paint out of the same bottle.
Same primer.
Same primer.
Well, that's just crazy.
Yeah. It beggars belief.
It does indeed. You are not wrong, Gary.
So, like,
Not look bad though.
Mr. Childs, if you're watching,
look away now.
Yeah. So I've got to try and salvage that at a later date.
Again, back in a sec. Need to get a couple of things from the kitchen.
Oh, God, why don't you just take the camera with you?
Why don't you bring the box in the garage?
Yeah, just bring your kettle in the garage, you'll be fine. Ron won't mind. Whilst he's gone and we've got some peace and quiet, Sonic says, "Oh, I get to be naughty in the corner with Tiff." Sonic!
Oh my God.
We've got to put up with him on Sunday.
We got a whole weekend of this, haven't we?
Yeah. But saying that, he's only going to be there on the Sunday, so it's okay.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. They're only coming down for the Sunday.
I thought they were coming down. Is Tiff coming just for the Sunday?
Yeah. They're coming down on the Saturday, stopping over the Saturday.
Right. I got it. Right. Okay.
It's a 4.5 hour drive for him, isn't it?
Yeah. I did know that. Yeah. The Sunday's a little bit quieter anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. The other night, I was talking to Le Grand Fromage, and he's asked me if I'm going up on the balcony and stuff.
Yeah.
Wearing a beret and things like that. And I've been debating over it. I don't know, because I don't know how I feel. But
Malcolm asks me every year if I'm going up on the balcony. I don't go up there, I'll be honest. It's a personal thing for me.
Well, what I said to him is I don't so much have a problem with it. It's just I feel self-conscious about doing it. But if people I know and trust go up there, then I'd probably go up there. With
Mick Wilson will go up if he can get, if his legs will let him go up the stairs.
Yeah.
But the likes of myself and Derek Watson, I don't normally go up there, and I know Derek prefers to have a moment to himself, like, you know, just
Yeah,
it is amazing.
Yeah.
How at 11 o'clock, all three halls on the Sunday go absolutely silent. You can hear a mouse fart.
I took a video of that last year, which I can show people if they're interested.
Well, what you should do is put it on your YouTube, so that people have some content to watch.
There's that, yeah.
So rather than show it on here, put it on YouTube and say, "Go and look at the video on my YouTube channel."
And you do always get the one mobile phone that goes off somewhere.
Yeah.
Not in this video. Yeah.
But leading on to what I was going to say is, I did actually try my beret on last night once I had my hair cut, and it does actually fit, and it's still perfectly shaped, even though it's been in the drawer for like 5 years.
What was that?
I've got my beret, but
beret.
Yeah, but I
thought you said hairy hole. I didn't know what you're talking about.
What's he like?
What is with you today?
Honestly, I missed half the conversation. I was out of the room. I just I tried on my hairy hole.
There you are, having a semi-sensible conversation.
Crikey, blimey.
And not just sensible, but deep conversation.
Yeah. So the answer is I do not go up on the
mezzanine,
on the gantry. It is a lovely thing that they do. They offer the chance for any veterans there to go up on the gantry for the 2-minute silence. But it's personal. It's a personal moment for me.
Yeah.
There was no one up there last year.
There's normally a few up there. Was the American guy, the chief petty officer from Vietnam, was he up there?
No, I can't say I saw anybody.
Big white beard. He's always in uniform as well.
Was it like a red uniform with sort of like sheepskin and
proper Navy uniform?
No, that's
Father Christmas.
Oh, okay, my mistake. Right. Oh, from the guy from the Cokeheads. Right.
Oh dear.
Yeah, they're Americans. American veterans like to wear uniforms all the time, don't they?
Well, he's at Telford every year. I'm not sure whether he lives over here now.
Possibly.
Frank
says steam locomotive. What?
America, coming over to places in World War II and then never actually leaving again.
But he fought in Vietnam, so.
Yeah, it was nowhere near Telford.
The British Special Forces went to Vietnam as well.
Ford operating base Ketley Grange.
Yeah. The government just didn't admit it for you. Comments. Catch up. Frank says steam locomotives are called she because they have a tender behind. Ooh. Metal.
No. Stop messing about.
To be fair, though, that's probably true. And they have a personality and they're temperamental. So, yeah.
And they blow hot and cold.
Apologies to all our female viewers.
Yes. All 2 of them. Tiffany says, no, Sonic, I refuse to be put in a corner.
Nobody puts Tiff in the corner.
Yeah. How can you put the moderator in the corner anyway? The moderator owns you, not the other way around.
Should be having the time of their life.
Oh. I did tell you that. I must have mentioned that I saw with my girlfriend at the time. Saw that film about maybe 12 times in the cinema and about 3 in the drive-in. Years later, after she turned lesbian, she admitted she had a crush on one of the girl dancers in it. I had no idea. She didn't know she was lesbian at the time, but you know.
But after being your girlfriend, she decided to try elsewhere.
So yeah, that's it. So not only did I turn her, but after say 40 years that we've been apart, she's still, never come back. So I have that effect on people.
Wow.
What, you make people go off?
Or she really did go right off.
Graham says he went through his Airfix stash last night, cut out all the flying hours, and they will be winging their way, pun intended, to Models for Heroes this weekend. Thank you, Graham, very much. On behalf of Models for Heroes, I thank you. They are. They will be put with the rest of them we collect at Telford, and then we'll be giving them to Airfix for them.
As our designated M4H, FO M4H representative, Gary, thanks you.
Yeah, on behalf of Models for Heroes.
Yes.
And all the beneficiaries that will benefit from those kits next year.
Yes. Continue, Gary.
Nobody puts baby in the corner, says Sonic. And Jim says, at Gary Morris, do you recall the Jethro Tull song Fat Man? Do you know, I'm going to probably ostracize myself here. I've never listened to a single Jethro Tull song in my life. I've
probably heard him, but I don't really keep track of who's who.
Closest I know to any songs about weight-inspired stuff is probably Hey Fatty Bum Bum.
The first time I heard that was Ali G on the film, where he says it to the little kid. And then it says, do you want a cream?
Yeah. Julian says, charming Gary, you'd think YouTube creators would get a day or so advance notice, especially those who know management at Airfix. Just seems a bit disrespectful to me. I think you're probably talking to Gary Evans there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I personally,
it's once bitten, twice shy sort of thing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, I'd rather find out on the day.
Yeah.
Science says shake, rattle, and roll.
Ooh.
And Julian says, Tiff, that was almost a Dirty Dancing quote. Jim said, cats are closer to pure carnivores than dogs owing to their larger relatives in the cat family. Yes. Kieran says, I wonder if the lack of advance notice on the Airfix release is because of the leak last year. Yes, that's what Sonic says it's a tube train driver's favourite song going underground. So you try and get me to sing. Chef says, a few years ago, I had my bistro. A veggie type chap came in and asked what veggie food I had. I said a plate of chips, lol. Yes, someone came into the restaurant near us the other week and said, what have you got for vegans? And he said a taxi. Julian says, lol, Ivan. And Sonic says,
a veteran by us, and one of his hobbies is actually to go on TikTok and try and make vegans cry on camera. And he literally just sits there like stuffing his face full of beef burgers and all sorts and pointing out how lovely they taste.
What a cruel bunch we can be. Sonic says, Dirty Dancing in the corner, Julian. Whatever floats your boat, Sonic. The ME410 was announced at Scale Model World last year, and that was leaked before too. Well, it came out it was announced on the Friday, wasn't it? Rather than the Saturday.
It was. I was there.
Yeah.
Did I have a mention of been to Telford?
Did I mention I was going this week?
Bastard. Okay, you win.
Has Paul mentioned that he's going?
Yeah.
Oh, he has. Oh, he has. Yes.
Can't wait to meet him.
So yeah, so what I'm doing here, no surprise, I've got the ballast, the fine light grey. This is actual sort of woodland scenics ballast from a railway, sort of like aisle.
Diorama sets.
Yeah, so yeah, diluted PVA as you see here, Sally's Equity. And in a dropper and just going along and wetting it, and in about a day or so, that's not going to go anywhere. But it's looking okay. It's looking
Yeah. Cool.
backlight.
Cool.
Yeah.
Chef
Now all you got
says
to do is paint all the track.
Chef says that are cooked in beef dripping. Lol. Yeah, absolutely. Tiffany says, sorry, most of this is going all over my head, thinking about a lot of things right now. Don't worry, Tiff.
Fair enough.
Gary Evans says, apparently the decision was caused by the Alta arrival of the super freighter, so they decided to go with a teaser campaign instead. Yeah, I did sorry, late, not Alta. Yeah, late arrival. I did wonder on, was it Tuesday or Monday when they announced the super freighter, the classic thing? I thought, oh, it's a bit close to Telford. Is that it? But then I did see a post on Facebook the day before yesterday that said something is coming.
Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah. So I have no idea what it is. Of course, I think I'm going to be more impressed than disillusioned. I think, just because. Oh, I think it'll be
it wasn't a hint. It was just letting you know that someone is coming.
It'll be a BAE 148 scale Strike Master. There we go. That's what it'll be.
We have Strike Master by us.
Yeah, at Harden.
Yeah, the Strike Master display teams there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a Harden thinking about
it. Right, moving on. Julian says the 410 was announced earlier, Kieran. I remember Gary was looking at one in a museum when he got the email from them. Yeah, there's a 410 at Cosford. Sonic says Australasians.
Yes.
You don't know what a 410 is?
No.
I will show you.
I'm not really into planes, am I? I mean, I like looking at planes, but I don't particularly know what plane is what.
That's a 410.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful, isn't it? It's they're a copy, if you like, of a Mosquito, and there's one left on the planet, and it's down the road from Telford.
Yeah, it's in the museum.
Yes, but I shall be going tomorrow afternoon.
Kieran says, Julian, it was announced the Friday of Telford. It was leaked on YouTube before that. Right, okay. I obviously missed all that. Julian says, Australasia, Oceania, etc. 'Tis a continent. I don't think Australia on its own is a continent. Oh, God. Now we're getting down there.
Google it.
Yeah. I'm not a gynecologist. I don't know.
No. Gary Evans says the 410 leak came through a retailer giving a sample to someone to build and put on YouTube. There was an issue with someone asking Airfix if it was okay, and the rep saying probably okay. Yeah. Duke says, Julian, Australia is classed as a continent. I've always thought of it as a continent.
It is.
Because that's what I was taught.
Well, it's on its own tectonic plate, isn't
it? It's a single landmass, yes, sitting in the middle of a tectonic plate, but yeah. With New Zealand and PNG and other countries, it's Australasia. Yeah. Oceania is more Pacific, but we are certainly Southeast Asia, and there's no avoiding that.
Julian says, "Oh, okay, Kieran. Gary, were you at Telford the next day or Sunday?" That's me. That's to me, I was there both days last year, and if it's to Gary Evans, I think he was there both days as well.
He was definitely.
He's there both days this time. Oh, and for those that missed it on the Gary Stuff page, He'll be meeting people who follow his channel and stuff at 2:30 at the Malls for Hero stand on both days.
Ooh.
Julian
So don't forget
says,
to inundate him with packets of hobnobs. And Malcolm, of course.
Oh, Tim Thames.
Julian says, okay. So it was a miscommunication from the Airfix rep, not a deliberate leak. Seems unfair to penalise YouTube creators for an Airfix cock-up. Yeah. Penny's pit stops in.
Ooh,
Morning.
actually, hello, Penny. Welcome to the land
Hello,
of the living.
Penny.
Sorry, what were you saying, Mikey, before you interrupted yourself?
I was going to say, should we inundate Gary with bottles of beer and Malcolm with hobnobs? No, actually,
Depends which Gary you're talking about.
We won't inundate Gary Evans with bottles of beer because I don't want to encourage people to drink too much. But
No, apparently there was a bar there, but
Gary Morris, on the other hand, will accept bottles of beer.
yes. Well, you're nearly dead anyway, so according to your mother. So
mother, yeah.
keep on forgetting that. All right, how are we doing?
I do not.
Julian says, "Thanks, Duke." So there are three definitions names then. Wow, there you go. Right, I hope this isn't. This
Duke
isn't
says,
quite...
"Morning, Penny."
Yeah.
Duke says, "Good day, Penny."
Good day, Penny.
Good day, Penny. And Sonic says, "Hey, Penny."
How much is that worth these
everyone's
days?
saying hello. Everyone's saying hello to Penny. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's keep it simple.
Oh.
Everyone says hello, Penny, and there are 18 people watching. So there we go.
Julian says, technically, two of you on the panel are in the corner off the screen. This is true.
Yeah.
Are you picking up the chat again, Mikey?
You can carry on if you want. I'm painting my railroad.
Right. I'm just waiting for mine to dry. I can't do anything till mine dries. Gary Evans says he's just had a chat with Dale at Airfix. He still won't tell him anything. So they are really playing it.
Well, I haven't spoken to him. We're mates, he and I. Maybe he'll tell me, and rather than you, because you know.
Chef says I work with two Indian gay ladies. One was the tandoori chef, sat legs akimbo. The other lass worked on the main range. She was short and had to stand on a box. One on the tandoori oven, her name was Sinjit. Moving on. No, I am not doing that. Oh, look at that. There's Dale. And one of the Marley twins who'll be there.
Oh, yeah, there's Paul as well.
Yeah.
Dale's the only one not wearing glasses.
Julian says, I'm reminded again of Michael Jackson's favourite song, I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles. Oh, come on. Come on, Troops. Be right back, coffee, says Ivan. Yeah, black, no sugar, thanks. Julian says, at my old job, ISP tech support, our default email for customers was initial plus surname. Bit of a sod for but soul. Also, Martin had a teensy problem.
Oh dear.
I thought this was a modelling channel.
Well, you know.
Tiff.
Well, no. Does it say modelling anywhere in the channel name?
Do you mean I've been lied to?
We've been here on false pretense.
What's the name of my YouTube channel?
Bearded Veteran Creates.
Exactly. There's nothing to
make Wales great again, something like that. Huh.
It means
Sonic
anything creative.
Sonic says, Tiff, there's going to be hobnobs, allegedly. Yeah. In fact, I'm getting regular messages from John Mayfield about acquiring some hobnobs for the table. Chef says he's back. Welcome back, Ivan. Hope your coffee's nice.
Lovely.
There we go. Brian's in, and he said Jadlam Group build winner has been announced. Oh, who was it? Anyone we know?
It was me. No, it
I can
wasn't.
tell you, it wasn't
I didn't know
me.
anything about it.
I
Penny
did see
says,
one of them. It's very nice.
Penny says,
I
hey,
don't
all,
enter
apologies for
competitions.
not being chatty, sorting out a print. No apologies for being late. I was worked very late last night. Didn't get back until 5 a.m. Now getting ready to go back in. Ouch.
Yeah.
It's all right, Mikey. I'll get this.
I could have phrased that better,
John,
but
shut the fuck up. How did I do?
Nearly. Your timing's slightly out.
when
gotta
there's
do
a
John.
delay, it's a longer way to go.
You got to do the little pause in between.
Yeah. Next. Sonic says, Julian, it must have knocked the wind out of Mr. Frank Arter. Do you know what? I'll tell you a true story. I had a.
So
Back
you
in
had
there.
someone at the door.
Can you take over for me?
Yeah. Sonic says, Julian says, lol, Sonic. Gary says, the other one in John's photo was Matt, the designer who did the Anson and the Bulldog, among others. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
See, I
Had
don't
a
know all these
wonderful
people.
chat. Really nice guys.
I'm still
Very
I'm
generous
still
for
of
their
the,
time.
yeah.
It's okay.
I'm
I got this.
still-
Oh, shut the fuck up, Marley. Carry on.
Yes. I'm still of the mindset that, or still of the thought that rather than trying to attract teenage and stuff that don't have disposable income and a lot of free time on their hands, I think what Airfix possibly needs to do is focus on getting people that are already in the modelling sort of world or the modelling hobby that don't use Airfix interested in Airfix. They need to pull them away from other users a bit more rather than trying to generate
I don't think
new people in
I
the
don't think
hobby.
you need to be that exclusive. I think what I learned in the UK is Airfix are ubiquitous. What they're really good at is being in places like museums where, say, something's on display and you can buy a kit of it on the shelves there, and every kit they have on the shelves are Airfix and a single brand. If museums and stuff here sell, say if they got a Mustang, they would sell maybe 5 different brands or whatever, but they would all be a bit of a mix, and a lot of them would be out of the price range. I think what Airfix are trying to do with starter kits and Lego-like kits and stuff, I think it's as good as they possibly could. Because
I get that. But I mean, we need to encourage more youngsters and stuff into the hobby. But rather than making loads of releases that are aimed at sort of beginners and stuff like that, which is great, they need to attract more people who are already in the hobby. They're just gravitating to other companies.
Yeah, but I mean, so there's a group on. Sorry, I'll keep it brief. There's a group on Facebook that I was just about to leave today because every post on there is saying, "Oh, Airfix are crap." They bought out this kit and all that sort of stuff. My view is they should just rename that group the Airfix Model Haters Group instead of the Airfix Modelers Group, because all they do is just bag it out. Now, I'm not going to fanboy to the point that they can't do anything wrong, because they certainly can and have.
Yeah.
However, if it's going to be like Ford and Holden shutting down in Australia, once they're gone, it's going to be a great loss, and there's going to be less choice. You go past a Ford dealer now, nothing but white bloody pickups from America, the ones that Australia famously didn't want and invented an alternative, the Ute. Can't get them anymore.
Yeah.
So we've been lied to. So good on your Airfix, and I will support them because they build the producer kits that I want to build. So that's why I love them.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, it's like I say, I don't have a problem with Airfix. I've built Airfix kits, a couple of Airfix kits over the years, and I've never had a problem with them. They're just not making stuff that I find interesting. So I might make the occasional plane, but it's not something I'd go out of my way to buy.
Okay.
And especially with armor modelers, that tends to be the case. They tend to go towards AFV Club and things like that because there's not much in the Airfix range that armor modelers are really interested in, other than like the Sherman or the Tiger. But most armor modelers have done half a dozen of those a lot of the time. They want something unusual. I think.
Yeah, I think variety is the spice of life, isn't it? So
Yeah.
the more choice you've got, the better.
Yeah. I mean, not everyone wants to do 176 armor either,
No.
because it's 176 is so
Well,
that it fits in with the trains.
That fits in with the Hornby side of things, doesn't it? I mean, as someone who's just been 3D printing 172nd armor, I can't say a great deal on that. I must admit, last year at Telford, I was looking for a bridge layer.
Yeah.
And there was one out. I can't remember. I think it was AFE Club. I can't remember who it was. I had one out, fairly new. It was over £100.
Yeah.
The only other option was for a 135th bridge layer. I think I remember it was £109. The only other one I could find was the 176 Airfix one. And
this is my point. I genuinely think that if Airfix did stuff like 135 armor at Airfix prices, because they have got a few 135 armor kits like the Sherman and things like that, they're like 30-40 quid, and they're actually really good kits. You get my dad got me one a couple of years ago, and there's enough left in the box because of the way they've done it, that if I had another hull and turret, I could make a second Sherman out of it.
Right.
So it goes over. And the kit's about 40 quid. So if they could do more stuff like that, go into other areas of armor and modern vehicles and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they could do it for like half the price, they would probably get a lot more customers from the armor modeling side.
Yeah.
Especially if they went into stuff like say, modern vehicles or World War One and things like that.
I'll catch up with the comments if somebody wants to click through them, please.
Yeah, that's what we
can
have
I do
modders for.
No, I can't do that. So
No, you can't. Modders can. You say, modders, can you please help, please? There you go.
There we go. Penny's Piss Up says, fair point, creates. Isn't that cool? She knows you by first name. Just doesn't specify what he creates. This channel, if nothing else, creates happiness and good feelings.
Oh, that's nice.
It is, isn't it?
Ivan says, Nigel.
Nigel is here. Nigel's here. See? There's Nigel.
Nige. Yeah.
Nigel the
Sonic
Nightcloth.
says, was that Philip Schofield in the bottom right of that pic? No, Sonic, that was Steve Martin. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Well,
Brian says
weird.
Lee Powell won and he's donated his winnings to Models for Heroes. Oh my God. Fantastic.
Oh, wow.
That's
Lee
a gentleman
Powell,
thing.
I doubt whether you're watching, sir, but if you are an absolute star.
Chef Ivan says, when you look at the models that ICM released compared to what Airfix are doing, it's miles apart. I love Airfix, but they've just been releasing stuff that I have no interest in. Yep, that's exactly what Bearded was saying. So I hear you. Julian says, amen to that, Penny, or amen, depending on where you're from. Creating a relaxed, happy atmosphere. Be back in a bit. Kara here, says Julian. Ivan says, ooh, excuse me. Oh, crikey. Sorry about that. I didn't have time to mute. HBTC, Julian, mate. I didn't pull up my merkin. Julian says, Mikey, 2 FX starter sets are armor. Oh, yeah, they are. Jim says, most 35th scale Airfix AFEs and trucks, etc., are molded by Academy. The Ferret, I believe, is a homemade product. It is.
And this is the thing, because I actually want to have a look at the Ferret kit. Because it looks quite nice. I was going to get it. I might get it at Telford, but
it looks awesome.
It looks
really
nice kit, what I've seen.
Ivan says, it's time for me to say to say thank you, Mikey, for a great cast. Take care all. Bye.
Bye, buddy.
See you later, Ivan. Ooh.
Don't forget, we're not back till Monday after today.
After that sneeze, I need to blow my nose. Back in a moment.
Okay.
I'm leaving a lot.
Yes. You can get incontinence pads for that. If you are not on the Discord group, do please feel free to join. Penny has very kindly she's got a 3D printer, and she's printed off some 135 modern American soldiers, because it took the same amount of time to print 5 as it did, or 7 as it did to print 1. So what she said she's prepared to do, is she's going to do a giveaway through the Discord, but it'll be announced on here. The winner will be announced on here. And all you gotta do is just go onto Discord, onto Penny's print drop, or whatever I called it. Let her know that you're interested, and she'll dig your name out of a hat, or however she's going to do it. And whoever, the 5 people that win, get a free 135 US modern infantry print.
Thank you, Penny.
Yes.
Wow. Sorry, I'm back.
Oh God.
So I'll keep going in the comments. Where are we up to? I'm not sure. Do you mind?
You crack on, mate.
Righto. So
If you're enjoying it, you crack on.
So yeah, Graham says bye, Ivan. Probably says it better than that. Sonic says take it easy, Ivan. Ian says good evening from a rainy Maitland, New South Wales. Hello, Ian. Well, very very welcome as always. Thanks for dropping in.
Hello, Aussie Ian.
Yeah,
That's Aussie Ian to you.
Aussie Ian. Jim
Yes.
says the Epic 35th British truck that's based on the K2Y chassis is a very good model. It does look great, actually. That's another one we've not seen here. Jim says, be seeing you, chef. Tiffany's posted the link. Sorry,
Well,
did that
Gary's
happen
sneezing.
while I was away? Oh, sorry.
Contagious.
Yes.
Have you given him a computer virus?
Well, no, it really depends.
I didn't know you
DJ
two were that
says,
intimate.
No, I was going to say, like, it really depends. Like, have you got a hard on as well, Gary? No.
What's going on here?
Nothing. So DJ says, did they recreate that back in 2000, Jim? Y2K?
For a
that
long
thing.
time.
Yeah. Jim says, Sonic, hi-you. Yeah. And Duke says, g'day, Ian. And that's all the comments for now. All about the bass. Oh, God, I got to stop singing.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'll get
modders will
in
kill you.
trouble.
Yeah.
It.
You'll get told off at... oh, no, you won't.
Oh, God.
Paul will get told off on your behalf.
Yeah.
He'll be too busy talking to his mate.
Gary Evans.
No, Dale. I was going to say Dale. Luckers. Anyway.
Paul will have to fanboy over Gary Evans instead.
Well,
Like I said at the beginning, though, the difference between us 3 is me and Gary treat him like a human being. You treat him like some god.
I treat him like a god. I treat him just as well as I do. Let's see, Jason from Model Kit Stuff, and Jen from Genesis Designs and Model Craft, and John from the Interesting Modeling Company. I think they're all fantastic. There's a lot of American ones that I watch as well. I think they're fantastic. And they put a lot more time and effort into these things than I do.
John, they're not going to send you freebies.
Yeah.
You live too far away from everyone to put that.
No, that's not the reason. Oh, God, stop singing. So this is looking sort of weird. It sort of looks like I know what I'm doing, which is sort of weird. I'm going to put a couple more tufts on it, I think. I'll go to a different brand. Army Painter. I don't know how this works. I haven't tried it yet. Let's give it a burl. Ooh, it's a bit like snuff. I've already got the sniffles. I probably don't need this. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, sorry. I need to mute myself and blow my nose again.
That's not my nose.
Sorry.
Crikey
The only
blimey.
thing we've painted the track. The only thing we've painted the track is everything's too small to see on camera. So it could look absolutely amazing and no one would know.
Oh, it doesn't. It looks, well, it's very clumpy on this side. But, you know, it looks, I don't know. We'll find out in about, oh, what have we got, 25 minutes? I'll put the train on it, go plonk, and this one's finished. I'll finish it up before then because we're introducing what we're doing next and all.
Yes. I mean, I'll probably finish the track off camera because I like working on track. There's a reason.
Well, I am enjoying this more than I thought I could.
Yeah.
So Lindsay in the shop today was saying, "Oh, send me photo," because he saw me buying the ballast, and he was like, "You know, what are you doing?" I said, "Oh, about to, you know, sort of decorate some track." "Oh, I knew you'd turn. I knew it. I knew it." And I'm just like, "Yeah, well, you know." He said, "Like, I'd love to see photos when you're done." And I said, "Do you say it to all the customers?" And he said, "Well, yeah, I do, but you know, I actually really want to see yours more than anyone else's. You know, which is nice." He said. But you know.
Question is, John, how are you going to paint the tracks?
What do you mean?
Well, what techniques are you going to use? What colour?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Looking good.
So what have I used? I've used a whole range. All these earthy sort of colours. Oi. A series of greys. Yeah, like that. It's
Just like
weird. Just like pretending that I've got some bloody idea what I'm doing over here. It's like, okay, I need to.
I'm painting the actual rails with roll rust colour. Then
Oh, it sounds like you're hoovering them.
I am hoovering. I'm hoovering my desk.
Sonic says it's cool. I just put my tracks on some shed roofing felt. There we go.
Oh yeah, of course. You've got more exposure to this than I have. This is the first bit of track I've done in my whole life. So, God, I've just completely stuffed it by touching it. You can see where the fingerprints went. Idiot.
Well, my first layer of flock is now growing. It's now drying. So
You're using very strange flocking if it's growing.
yeah. I've put that down with some watered down PVA. That is now drying, and then I will build on that. So can't do that at the moment. Suddenly come to realise when doing a live stream, the diorama bits can slow you down.
Yeah.
Have you painted the rails, Gary?
Have I painted the rails?
Yeah.
Why would I want to paint the rails?
Well, because the rails aren't brand new.
They'd be shiny.
Unless it's... Yeah, but they're not... If you look at train tracks, even brand new train tracks aren't shiny. If you look, they're metal. The only part that's shiny is the top where the
bit that touches the wheel.
Train
Yeah.
rub on it. The sort of the top of the rail and just on the inside lip.
I'm going to weather the track. Let's put it like that.
Yes.
I suppose what I could be doing is while I'm waiting for that to dry, and I know this is strictly not the train, but I could do some bits on my other little diorama.
Yeah, you can do what you want.
Yes. Which is going to be a more mudded environment. Take the bomb out because it was only there for.
Right. Question, guys.
Not long.
Christmas Eve this year is on a Tuesday.
Okay, I'll have to take the word from that. Right.
So I don't know if Steph wants to. I probably will. Which makes Boxing Day the Thursday. But I was thinking if any of our viewers are on their own on Christmas, I might do a live stream on Christmas Day, even if it's just doing it on my own. Because even though I've got family stuff, I just think it'd be nice to do something for other people, since that's what Christmas is all about. But I don't know if you guys want to do it, or if you do anything for Boxing Day or anything. So you
Boxing
can
Day,
a few days.
yeah. Boxing Day for me is a day where I don't do anything.
Yeah.
And Christmas Day is all about Jakey.
There we go.
Fair
So
enough.
I am pre-booked, and that's a permanent booking, unfortunately.
Good on you. I could most likely be available. Like you. It's not much out of my time, but yeah, even if nobody watches, I'd be quite happy. Like people, as we've seen, people can watch these things back later. So if it's not our viewers, and certainly the viewers we haven't met yet, so I'd be happy to share that with you, Mikey.
One thing I will say, there is a sort of rider with this, just so you guys are aware. Last year on Christmas Day, Malcolm did something on Zoom.
Yes.
For beneficiaries. Yes. So I don't know whether he's doing it this year. So I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. That's up to him. It's his.
Yeah.
Christmas Day is his Christmas Day. He's got a family. He's got a young family as well. So, but I know that happened last year as well. So
I'm going to play that game this year as well.
Yeah.
To somebody.
So yeah, I went when I was in Asda yesterday. I bought myself a Christmas T-shirt for it. So.
A Christmas T-shirt.
If you want to speak to Bron first, John, just in case she doesn't want you doing anything Christmas Day, which is totally fine.
Oh yeah, she'll say yes, and then she'll roll her eyes slowly. Did you know? There's one time I sort of I was talking to her and I said, "Oh, there's a thing. Do you mind if I go and buy that model or whatever?" And she said, "Ah, fine, sure." And she rolled her eyes and I said, "Oh, did you just forget you're on FaceTime?" And she went, "Oh my God, yes, I did. Sorry."
I'm sure she'll love you for telling us that. And for that imitation laugh you did.
She's wonderful. She does have a great sense of humour.
Well, she puts up with you, so she must be.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Sonic says, I ran a train over a section that I did like that before, but it wasn't dry yet. Really hope I didn't knacker the motor in the loco. Yeah.
Oh, get on there.
That's part of the reason why you should always clean the top of the tracks. Because not only does it look more realistic, but it's better for your locomotive. Tiffany says, I'll be good to do Christmas Day as I'll be on my own anyway. Yeah, this is why I was thinking about it, because there's going to be people that are on their own, and everyone needs everyone needs at least a friend on Christmas. So. even if it's only an hour or two. It can make a big difference to someone. Because I remember when I went to Iraq, I got there a couple of weeks before Christmas, and it's the first time I'd been away from my family.
Right.
The one thing that got me through it was the fact that one of the guys had his phone card and had some spare time on it, and he gave me his phone card so I could phone my family.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had 3 Christmases in the Middle East. 2 of them in a row, then a year in between the last one. But what I found annoying is like there were some guys that would go out and buy Christmas lights at the shop in town, put them up around the flight line. And then the other shift, some of the guys were just like, I hate Christmas because they didn't have kids or anything else. Yeah. And they'd rip them down, but also cut them up and throw them in the bin, which was just pathetic. And it went on for weeks. Like the guys would happily go out and buy more Christmas lights to put them up again. And you could tell how frustrated I was because the guys are just trying to enjoy themselves in a crap situation.
Yeah.
But you got some assholes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, they did quite a nice thing for us because on Christmas Day we had to go down to the ranges to zero our rifles. So we went and did that, and when we come back, the officers did all the guard duties for us, which was weird. Seeing all the officers on guard duty in full body armor and everything.
And worrying.
And the company sergeant major, dressed up as Father Christmas and came in with a bag full of presents from the Queen, which is like a traditional thing anyway, with Christmas and British forces. And another one was parcels addressed to soldiers serving in Iraq.
Right. Okay. So here's a story I've probably not told before.
You sure?
Well, I probably wouldn't have said it live. Maybe I've mentioned to you guys. Anyway, so because we had the Governor General come over. So Australia, obviously, Queen is a head of state, but our Governor General's our local one and all that sort of Queen's representative. So anyway, he would come over as well with the PM and all the other sort of hangers on around about Christmas, New Year period to go through Iraq, Afghanistan, meet all the troops and do the thing. We support you, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so the plane was well broken and I spent, so long trying to fix it. Finally fixed it, and all I wanted to do was sleep. And then I said, look, no, in the SIs, the most senior of each trade has to go on the flight with a GG, which is true. So anyway, so I'm on the flight. I'm down the back. I'm trying to stay. Well, I am staying off the flight deck because the Governor General's in the observer seat, the one in between the pilot, co-pilot, and the J model. And Lodi sort of taps me in and said, they want you up front. So go up the front. The pilot's not there. He's down relieving himself in the toilet. So I lean across, so nodded to the Jeej, as you do. And then, he sort of nodded back, pat on the shoulder. And I leant across the pilot seat, leaning on the pilot seat, leaned across the center console to talk to the co-pilot. Actually, I'll change camera. So, and as I did that, as I sort of leant across, I felt myself fart. Now, I didn't hear it because it's a herc, and you can't hear much on a herc, and we all got the headphones on and all that sort of stuff like that, but I sort of felt myself sort of like pass wind. And I went, oh my God, I hope he didn't realise. So I looked back around like that, and he's there going, So I farted in the Governor General's face. And he said, that had peanuts in that one. So anyway, so Coey told me what I needed to do, and I went and fixed that and all that other stuff like that, and went down the back, and the other black-hander was like, what happened up there? What happened? I'm just like, I didn't want to talk about it. So not one of my better days, but the Jeej, it was Michael Jeffrey at the time, so he was an ex-SAS OC, so he knew he was matey with all the boys and with the military and stuff like that. But you just don't do that. I couldn't help it, and it wasn't intentional.
Unless you're John.
Not one of my better days. But that happened. The true story. Hey, look, while I've got the camera here,
Look up, John.
Oh, bloody hell. Back in a
I'm
sec.
finished.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. I'm going to read the comments.
All right.
We have lots of comments. Your story took forever. All to tell us you farted in the Governor General's face. There you go. I just shortened it. Penny says, I've asked the workers. I have preference to be on my own. That doesn't really make sense. But if I'm not working, I'll happily join you. Excellent.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I must admit, when I was in the Air Force and I was on shift, I always volunteered to work New Year's Eve so I could have Christmas Day with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Julian says, question about weathering train tracks. Don't they stay clean with the friction of the wheels rubbing the surface?
Only the tops.
Yes, but if you look at train tracks, yeah. If you look at train tracks, they're an I-beam, aren't they? So only the top and the inside of the top lip would actually get rubbed. The rest rust up. Next, Julian. As far as I know, I'm alone on Christmas Day unless my brother and his wife visit, which they may this year. Okay, mate. I'll do the stream, and if you want to come on, join us. You can do. We'll have a Christmas party together. Sonic says they need regular cleaning, Julian. Cotton buds with alcohol solution is good for that, but it's a pain, especially with a large layout. If you watch Pete Wortman's series on YouTube, the one where he's with James May, they actually go to a museum where they got this massive train diorama. It literally takes up the entire room of the museum. And the way, because they can't reach all of the track, they've actually devised their own way of cleaning the track. And they use a normal locomotive, and then underneath they put a pad on with I think they said it's some brown paper or something, and then just dampen it and just send the train driving around. And what it does, it just rubs the top of the track as it's going along and cleans it. And when it gets back around to the beginning, they take it off, and it's just like two black marks on the paper because there's that much dirt on it. And they have to do it every week.
I just had an epiphany. So you mentioned what did you say? Pete Waterman?
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's the guy that did the Kylie's first hit, Locomotion.
Yeah.
So do you think that's because he was a train fan?
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Speaking of which, I found Kylie Marley picture the other day as well.
Oh.
I found it. Julie says, by the way, I'm back.
The Kylie and Taylor pictures.
God, they were funny.
The Johnny Minogue.
And disturbing. Yeah, carry on.
John's so weird, even his names are prophylactic. You think
Ian says, so you think so, Julian, but they actually get dirty. I had a special bogey with grit paper underneath. Oh, that makes sense.
Sounds like you're going to have a sore nose.
It does. That's what aloe vera is for. Do you want to do this, or will I?
She lives around the corner. Every morning I say, hello, Vera.
Gary, shut the fuck up. Jim said, I didn't. I was looking at your hoodie then, and I thought, does that say retired or something else?
It says retired. I do what I want, when I want, where I want. See also, not my problem anymore.
I thought the I was an A and there's an extra D in there.
You thought it was retarded.
Jim says, Xmas is a Wednesday this year. It is indeed. That's why Christmas Eve's on Tuesday.
Boxing Day's on Thursday.
Julian says, Sonic, I meant real trains. Cleaning a real track with a cotton bud sounds like painting the Forth Bridge. Yeah.
It does.
Especially when you have to get out of the way when there's a train coming.
Yeah. Sonic says, reckon we're going to have a white one. It's been cold enough so far anyway, to be honest.
Nah, we never have a white Christmas.
Dealer is in, doesn't it?
Budget cutbacks.
Julian says, John, I'm guessing that was an eggy hummer, not silent but deadly.
It was wrong because he was literally he's chewing it. It was not great. Yeah,
Sonic
I'm
says
so
martial
sorry, Your
art.
Excellency. He said, "Oh, we're all human." Yeah, sorry.
You dirty bastard.
See, you can fanboys over politicians. Your
Oh.
Excellency.
Well,
Sonic says martial farts. Shut the fuck up, John. Sonic says martial farts with brown pants and bum food. Yeah.
Oh God.
Actually, Gary Evans is quite pleased you're not going to Telford this year now, John, after that last reveal.
Yeah. June says
Gary.
lol. I love you. You make me do sex fart in trousers.
Oh. Oh.
You can tell when John's farting, he does a fart face.
No, this is just me. Look, everything happens in this area. Everything else is just superfluous. Well, I go red and I look like an infected pimple. Carry on. Ian says, if it's at this time of the evening on Christmas Day, I'll try to tune in. Thank you, Ian.
Yes. I'll make it this time of day. Because what we tend to do at Christmas is in the morning, me and the wife will have breakfast, like a big cooked breakfast, and open presents and stuff. And then she'll go and spend the day with her with her kids at her mum's and stuff, and I'll stay at home and cook a Christmas dinner. So that's what we tend to do.
I do what Chuck's doing now.
Do a live stream. Sonic says Locomotion was a cover version. The original was at least a couple of decades earlier. Little Eva, I think her name was.
Eva it was.
There you go. Apparently,
Next.
she has to swing her hips now.
Well, she's that old. I'm surprised she can swing her hips. Jim says Grand Funk Railroad does the best cover version of the Locomotion.
Can't say I've heard of that.
No idea. The only time I've heard anything about Grand Funk Railroad is when Homer Simpson's talking about it in the car to Bart and Milhouse.
That's another
Jenny says euphemism. Euphemism for madness. The gate is down, the lights are flashing, but that train's not coming. Yes. Sonic says you can tell when John's farting, he stops chewing his gum. Sorry, John.
And I also do this.
Yeah, and goes cross-eyed. Drew says my train of thought rarely leaves the station. There we go. And surprisingly, after all that, we still have 16 people watching.
You mad, impetuous fools, you.
How did it go?
So, we'll go to... Well, because John was trying to jump in before and show off before, we'll go to Gary first.
Oh. So what have you done today, Gary? Well, I've not done a lot, really, because I've been waiting for things to dry. But if I just change camera, like so, I have got the first beginnings of... does that look a bit blurred?
No.
No, it's fine.
There we go.
It does look a bit off-center, though.
Yeah. There you go. We'll just move that rather than bugger about with it. So I gave it a base coat, and then I have put some flock down with watered down PVA, and I'm literally waiting for that to dry. And that really is all I've done today. What I will be doing off camera I'll be putting some different types of grass in, maybe a few rocks and some detritus work for the day in as well, and then the train will just go on top, and that'll be that done once I've put the wood, balsa wood around the edge to finish it off. While that was all, go on.
Do you know what would look nice with that? Because at the minute that looks like an elongated version of that with but with a track on it.
Well, it will, yeah, because
Yeah. So, one thing that would be cool is if you did a platform or something next to it.
I could do. I'll give it some thought.
Because what I was going to say is, you don't have to paint it or anything or make them. What you can do is you can get them from. If you go on Amazon, you can get the Dapol signal boxes and stuff for like £10 as well.
Yeah,
And they're literally just plastic, and all the brickwork and everything stick on.
Yeah.
So that'd look quite cool next to it.
and then I'll put just a very light, because I want this to have a muddy sort of effect to it.
Yeah.
A little bit of flock on my UXB project, and just wait and see how that goes. So that's basically what I've done today.
Yeah. Well, it looks good, and well done on trying to do dioramas. More dioramas.
Yeah. Look at me. Get me big boy pants on.
I know. You'll have to display it at Telford. Ooh.
Well,
If you've got
that's
time
what
to
we're
finish
doing.
that off today, you could take your train to Telford.
I won't have time to do it today.
Ah.
I won't have time to do it today. I've got to get all my stuff ready for Telford, and
Look at
Never
John's.
but that looks absolutely stunning.
That's what yours is missing, Gary, is a ballast.
Yeah, well, I haven't put that on yet.
All right, yeah, so let's go that. So that's how the track turned out. So yeah, it's got all sorts of stuff. Well, I'll wait for it to totally dry and then go in with a dry brush and get rid of the bits of grain up near the top. But basically, yeah, rust color on the side of the track, well, a bit of rust, different tones. Same deal with the sleepers, but different greys and all that sort of stuff like that. So that gives it a nice sort of weathered look. Ballast down, brush, and then the scatter on the sides. Now, I haven't used the static application method or whatever. I've just basically done a bit of diluted
BVA.
PVA, thank you, polyvinyl acetate, and done that. So that looks like just a section track, and I will go back and I'll paint the sides of this like an earthy color and all that sort of stuff, but I won't probably get it on there. But I think
Are you gluing the
don't
train
take
to
forever
the
to line
tracks? That's a
it.
question.
Sorry, am I going to glue it to the tracks?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it, yeah, because then I can just sort of
They roll pretty easy, don't they?
yeah, and it'll also it'll just fit in the bin sort of anyway. There we go. I think I've never thought of modelling a train before, so somebody's never had a go. That's come up all right.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
Looks train-like, so
I take my hat off to you, sir. That's nice. Oh shit!
it rolls. Yeah, but there we go. So
I
the train is a delight to make, and so these. Oh, what the hell? Oh no, I've got diluted
Oh, flocking.
It was looking
glue on
nice.
it. No, it's just
cool.
wiped off.
Yeah.
But there we go. So it's job done, and I thought it absolutely worth doing. Good suggestion, Mikey. Thank you very much.
It's all right. Glad you enjoyed it.
So, Mikey, what have you been up to?
Well, besides reading a metric ton of comments, what I've been doing is painting the rails, because I decided to focus on that because I knew you two would focus on doing the base stuff anyway. So I've painted it with rust color from Humbrol 113. Painted it with rust, and then I've rubbed the top and the insides off. So don't know if you can see it very well, but rubbed the top and the insides off with a damp cotton bud, and got any last bits off with the side of a cocktail stick. Yeah. So then I've just got to paint the ties and the clamps and the sleepers.
Nice.
Stick it to a board.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
I'll take photos as I'm doing it anyway, so
Yeah.
you'll all see it all as it's working on it. So this has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed doing this.
I must
been
admit, it's another build I would never have thought of doing if you hadn't have suggested it, and I have enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's been good fun. trains was something that I would.
I think Mikey's dropped the mic and just walked away.
I was going to say, yeah, he's gone. He's out. He's,
Sorry, I didn't realise
Done a
I was still on
Mikey
big-
drop.
he's done a Mikey drop.
I didn't realise I was still on big screen.
Yes, no, I've enjoyed it very much enjoyed it. But I am surprisingly looking forward to the next build.
Yes.
That's what
Speaking
that
of which is something you said you would never do as well.
Yes,
It is, of course, the Edward Fokker D7
Yeah.
trophy pack.
biplane.
Have you chosen a scheme yet, gentlemen?
No, I haven't.
Let's do that next week. Well, we don't have to. We can build it first.
Well, we can choose. We can choose the scheme in the intro, I suppose, to the build next week. But
Yeah.
there are
This would
some
be
very wacky schemes there.
very small pieces here. It looks so good. Looks so good.
Yeah.
More of that next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's next week.
Look at him. I'm grinning.
And
Like,
also-
really enjoyed this train, but I'm gonna really enjoy that biplane.
And also, what we'll be doing next week, just to piss John off, is we'll be doing a bit of a Telford wash up as well,
Yes.
regaling you all with our adventures in my hometown. Well, it's not my hometown; it's where I live now. But,
Yes.
he's gone.
I'll be taking my camera and taking some photos and stuff of Telford as well.
I'm hoping to take some photos and some video. Is he coming back?
He's not come back in yet. Now he has, but we're not going to let him in. 'Cause he's
I'm
for
sorry,
we're not gonna
John.
let him in for being a dick.
Sorry. Not really. I love you.
Because when I do photography of events and stuff, I tend to do the more candid stuff from a distance because I'm better at that.
Yeah.
Because I can get, because I'm quite good at getting like quite close in and seeing how people are interacting and getting their emotions and stuff. So I tend to do that more. So I'll be doing that. It's going to take. I won't be putting them up on Monday or over the weekend because I've got to edit them all first. Because use raw file format, so you have to edit them before you can use them.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they'll be going up over the next week or so. Going to be doing taking some photos and videos and stuff on my phone as well. I managed to get some wireless lapel mics so I can speak to people. And I've also got a gimbal as well.
You can get an ointment for it.
Sorry?
You can get an ointment for gimbal.
Yeah. Well, or if it was Gary or me, gimbals.
Gimbals.
Oh, that's something completely different.
Yeah. Jim said, I'm glad my thingy isn't plastic.
There's a way.
Yeah.
So yeah, it will be a shame to say goodbye to the train. I'll admit that, but I'm really looking forward to that biplane. Even though I said I would never do it.
So you just said it's a shame to say goodbye. Would you be prepared to do another one if me and John decided to do one in the future? If we didn't,
He lied.
I wouldn't say no.
So that's progress for you.
At the end of the day, whether it be a train, an excavator, a tank, an aeroplane, it's taking two bits of plastic and sticking them together and then painting it.
With your mates.
So far, what
With
we've
your mates.
done as the three veterans is try to choose different things for ourselves, our enjoyment, as much as what people might be interested in viewing. Quite frankly, I'm more interested in the build experience and whether people are going to watch or not, because my view is their view will they'll either come and watch or they won't. Either way, I'm going to be here. And I love it. I love this interaction and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun.
As the channel owner, I do value our viewers watching.
I will say on the subject.
Sorry, I'll back away from that.
I will say on the subject of future builds, the build after the Fokker, I got to choose.
Yeah.
He did.
And I've already got mine. It's already here.
Well, don't reveal it because
I'm not going to reveal it. I'm not going to reveal it. It's something more, I think, the usual sort of suspects.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
with a twist.
Might go on a diorama.
Yeah, might.
I think what we could do for one challenge is just do a diorama, a scratch built diorama. So you don't have to buy a kit; you just have to make the diorama.
I've done 2 now.
You have?
Yeah.
Have you just realised?
Yeah. So I think I need to, stop going. Oh, I don't know, not done a diorama before because I've done 2 and they both look alright. The other one's up there, the Whippet. It's good. Yeah.
There we go.
I'm not looking forward to the rigging on the Fokker, but I know there's not a lot of it.
There's only, I think, 4 wires.
Yeah, but
Dude,
and you don't have to put them on.
You
Well,
want to see the rigging on the wingnut wings plane I've got. Even the tail is 4 bars with rigging in between them.
Yeah. I believe.
FE2B I've got.
No, I think, let's see. Yeah, there are 2 bits of wire. Well,
yeah. If you look up the FE2B online after this, you'll see how much rigging is on it. But yes.
I think there's another part that you'll like less than the rigging.
Wouldn't be to start with a D and sound like Eccles, will it?
What, you mean you're not painting the lozenge pattern on?
Okay. No, we'll get into that next week, but you don't have to do that either. I'll explain it all during the stream.
Yeah.
But I'm going to love this build. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, most likely. But that's for next year because we're in coming up to the middle of November now, so the Fokker is going to take us up till Christmas anyway.
Yeah, so I think the Fokker will be the last one of 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward.
That would have been the Whippet, the Spit.
Yeah. The Whippet, the beer carrying Spitfire, the train.
Yeah.
And
the
now
Fokker. And we only started doing them halfway through the year, so that's 4.
Yeah, so that's 24 plus 7, so that's 21. So we've done 21 episodes now of the 3 veterans builds.
Over 42 hours.
Yeah. Well, what did I say? 37 hours, 31 hours. Each one would have been 2 hours. Work out the maths, John. 62.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I'm still waiting for the check.
You've been waiting a long time, mate.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us on this journey.
Yes.
I'm not back tomorrow because I'll be Telford bound. I may pop up or may do a little video or something on the Facebook and Discord. Maybe. I don't know. But other than that, we shall be back on Monday at 12 o'clock.
If you are at Telford this weekend, and I'm not having a dig at you, John. If you're at Telford this weekend, please come and see us. Say hello. I'll be on the Friends of Models for Heroes stand, which is next to Models for Heroes anyway. Come and have a chat and say hello. Nice to put faces to names.
Yes.
And everyone who is in the chat and going to Telford, have the time of your life. It's incredible. Looking at the competition tables are brilliant, absolutely earth shattering good stuff. Yeah. But everything that's on the SIG tables and just people that aren't entering competitions are just as good. It's just an amazing event.
Yeah, and good luck Skiffins on the competition.
Yeah. Modest says she might go live tomorrow night or tomorrow at some point. Tomorrow during the day, I think, because Minutes, Minis and Muscles is on tomorrow at 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Mhm.
His live stream. So yeah, Julian says personally, the live streams to me are just as much about the banter and chat as the model making. So whatever you lot want to build is fine by me.
Oh,
Fantastic.
thanks, Julian.
Brian says have a good time at Telford Gits.
You will.
Yeah.
Sonic does count. I look now that my beard's been shaved, I can do that.
Yeah.
Brian says,
Right.
what, typo or not? Lol. Penny says, please do modders as I'm off. You need support. Give me a shout. There you go.
Mhm.
If you need support, give me a shout. There we go. Right. Heading off. Be back
Good to hear.
Monday. See you all then. Bye.
Have a good time.
All right.
Ta-da. Cheers.